Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on this Riseman GW-9200. Look at that dragon. Oh yeah, baby. So according to that batch number, this watch was produced in November 7th, 2019 in Thailand. Got the O-ring here. Part number 102-97004. Looks like all we have to do here is take it apart, do a deep cleaning, and put it back together and put it back in the rotation. All right, let's take it apart. And before I take it apart, let's check everything. Look at that EL light. It's working. Adjust mode start. Should give us the troubleshooting screen. My time zone. Beautiful. Adjust mode reset. It's the tilt. It's working perfect. Adjust reset start. It's the solar. Cover it up. All 8s. Everything is working. So where is the screwdriver here? Start here in this corner. So this watch is 6 years in about 3 months at the moment of recording this video. The battery, the rechargeable battery, is holding on strong. Hasn't been outside in a while and is still holding full charge. So that's good. Get my little tray here. Of course, all these the straps are gonna go into the ultrasonic, and I'm gonna deep clean them to see if I can knock down all that sheen and make them look like they're brand new. Just take off the bezel screws here. Right. Oh, I can't take that off yet. Gotta do the gray part first. Nothing beats original resin. Yucks. Look at that. Might be good for the thumbnail. All right, before I take off the back, let me clean up a little bit here. open up the back. So I'm guessing that I should have lifted from this side and then removed it on this side, but never taken one of these apart. Kind of flat. Rubber gasket. All right, I gotta put on my all right, I believe that you gotta lift this here to let go of that ribbon cable like this. Now we gotta lift the module zoom out so you can see. Voila. Says open because those two pins are not making contact with the back plate. See? Let's put that to the side. Let's remove that sensor first. That is dirty. Look at that. There's a lot of gunk in there. There's an O-ring here. Not to be lubed. Okay. Let's take a closer look here how this is installed. Ribbon cable is on the bottom. Apparently this cannot be touched, but it needs to be clean because it's dirty. And pretty sure this could get wet too. All right, let's take it out. Put that to the side. Gotta remove the buttons to lube them and clean them. They appear to be the same. Let me see if I can take off this. The face plate. All right, let me get my tool so I can grab these E-clips or C-clips. That's one. Should be another O-ring. Right there. All right, let's do another one. All right, this one doesn't want to grab. There. Two O-rings. One O-ring stay behind. Got it. Two O-rings. Got it. All right, now I gotta clean this up. Hopefully, well, I'm still gotta take off this other button. Let me see if I can do it from over here. This one is kind of uncomfortable. Let me see if I can do it up. So these watches are prone to having fogging because they have double glass. There it goes, went flying. I'll find it later. There's the outer glass and then the solar panel. It's another glass. Similar construction like the video I did on the G9300. So if I had wanted to remove all of this, I would have to do the same technique, because you can see that there is double-sided tape here, and there's here and here. And let me see if I can clean it, inspect it, and hopefully there's no fogging. That way I don't have to remove the glass. So you can see humidity did get in between the two glasses, so I'm gonna have to remove them. So it's gonna have to be the same process as the G9300. And it looks like from being the gunk and the bezel left a mark here. So I'm gonna have to polish that out. Other than that, the glass looks to be in pretty good shape. So let me get the tools. Secret sauce is glue gun. I drop here a little bit on the plate. Put the wash there. And drop something a little bit inside. That'll eat away at the double-sided tape that's holding the solar panel, and it will also eat away at the glue that's in between the solar panel and the outer glass, because we need to remove that to clean it and put it all back together. That glue is the one that causes the fogging, the glue that they use. So it all depends on where you store your watch, and that's how you get the fogging on these watches. So on the other watch, I left it for 14 hours because, you know, there's no parts for these watches. So I'm gonna leave it here for 14 hours and then come back and push the glass. All right, it's been like 14 hours. Put that to the side. I forgot to do my own custom die for this, so I'm going to use the die that I made for the G9300. I'll leave a link to that video if you want to go see it. So it's just basically rubber, 4 layers of rubber squeezed, glued together. That way I don't have any hard plastic pushing on that thin solar panel glass. And I need to find a die for the front. All right, so this 45 should work, even though it'll sit crooked. It should work. So I'll place this inside. This watch is smaller. And then I'll push it like this. Smooth as butter. See that glass come up? system works perfectly. The glue gun does all the work. You don't run the risk of breaking anything. And of course, if you try this, it's gonna be at your own risk. Look at the tape. See what the glue gun does? Basically destroys the tape. See, it had more residue of glue over here. So all of this needs to be clean. All over here, look. All of this residue of glue. And all of this is what creates the fogging too. And now this should slide like this with not much effort. Look at that. So now I can take this to the sink and clean it off. All right, back, check it out. Nice and clean. Little bit of some steel wool, clean that up. This is the old O-ring. Just put it there for the picture. I still have to lube the new one. Here's the buttons, everything clean. Still gotta lube the O-rings on the buttons. Bezel on the back cover. See how it turned out. Check it out. Nice and clean, all the glue residue removed. I suggest that once you wash it with soapy water, you come back and remove all the excess glue around here with a Q-tip and more glue gun. I use this ceramic tweezer here to like scrape the glue off because you know it doesn't want to come off. And to clean the solar panel, I also use a Q-tip and more glue gun, especially on this side. And also the glass on the back, you're gonna have a lot of residue around the border. It is important that you clean that. This is the packing seal. All right, so make sure everything is clean. I'm gonna be installing a little bit more tape here, similar to the one they use in the factory. I'll leave you guys a link to everything I'm using down below, because if I don't do that, the solar panel might move around. Since you can see there's a step there, the glass does not come all the way down to compress the solar panel. So you need to use the tape. That way the solar panel doesn't move around. So the best way to install this is like this. Then install the faceplate. Make sure you're straight. Whoa, backwards. I think it looks much better now. Now we gotta clean again and install the glass. Okay, packing seal. The glass. Making sure that it's clean. You know, this is one of the most difficult parts for me. That looks good. Nice and even all the way around. You can see it has an open slot down there, so you could only fit this sensor only one way. Should be like this. O-ring. Flat side should go towards the outside. Then this see that dimple? That dimple is the outside part. You can see it only fits one way. All right. You see it has a tab. The tab goes here at the bottom. Sensor is in. So when you take off the buttons, keep track of everything, because the buttons on the left side where the red one goes are a little bit bigger than the ones on the right, and so are the springs. And the spring on like this, So the buttons on the right are the ones that are big because the red one goes here. The spring on the light button is also shorter. And keep track of that. If you don't, once you put this together, you can pretty much determine which side is which, because the hole here is smaller on this side than over here. All right, so now let me put the buttons together and I'll be back. Oh, and let me show you something. This little piece here goes right here, and it was taped with double-sided tape. It came off with the glue gun, so I got to tape that back in. All right, all buttons are in, and I did find the C-clip for the light button here. Let's build the bezel here. Got this metal thing. Small side goes towards the front. Push it in. And you got this plastic washer. And you can see it has a skinny side and a fat side. And it goes like this. Skinny side goes towards the top. And then we have this part right here, which goes here. It's like a decoration. Make sure this is flat here. Make sure the buttons are aligned. Right, this one, you have to turn it into position. There. So now force it. You just gotta rotate it until it gets into the right position. Let's install the brand new O-ring. And let's install the screws. 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, and 4. Let's get some water. All right, let's do the very scientific water test. No bubbles. That is a good sign. You know, somebody left me a comment a while back that when doing this, you should not press the buttons. And according to Casio, you should not press buttons under the water, and that is true. But every Casio that I've had, that is Casio G-Shock, I've always pressed the buttons underwater. None of them failed. So none of them have failed me. So that's why I do it. Because if it fails here, it could fail in a beach or a pool. And let's say you take this diving, the deeper you go, the buttons compress and they go in. Looks dry to me. So it looks like we have accomplished a full, oh, I forgot the red button. Let's press this one. Full service of this watch. Put that to the side. Move the water out of the way. That way I could open it again so we can inspect it. Nice and dry. Beautiful. So all we got to do is put the module back in, continue with the build. Let's clean this up a little. There goes the O-ring, of course. See if we can do this. Goggles go back on. Screen is clean. Let's make sure that this is in. Close it. Bada bing. I don't want to open this watch again, so I want to take a look at the battery, even though it's holding up the charge. The battery has a 4-digit code that you can get the date. So this one, oh, this is an old battery. See how it doesn't say CTL 1616F? So that is an old battery. And it goes in backwards. '09 AK. 09 AK. Let me write that down. All right, so I don't want to open this watch again. I'm gonna install a brand new battery. I believe the 0 means the year 2020. The 9 is the month. So this battery is only 6 years old, but that's what I think. But since it's one of the old ones that doesn't have the F, I'm gonna install one of the new ones. See, this one has the F. These have this tape here, and I think it's because it goes in backwards. It might be so it doesn't short. With the clip there. Hopefully it'll start. It'll power on. Sometimes these batteries, when they're brand new, you gotta charge the watch. Power right up. Let's do an AC. See it right there. All right. We're almost done, so I'll put this up, put that back cover up, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, watch is on time. Let's do the checks again. Screen is working. Solar panel. Lights. Working. Tilt. Working. And the light. The light is working. check the altimeter. So the sensor needs to be calibrated. All right, to calibrate, you press and hold adjust, then press mode. That's how often it's going to read. 2 minutes or every 5 seconds. I'm going to leave it every 2 minutes. Press again, and here you adjust it. Now I know that I'm about 225 feet, so 220, and then press adjust again. That's it. So the altimeter works by reading the atmospheric pressure, I believe. So that means the sensor is working. Press it again. Exit. Temperature there, 83 degrees because of my fingers. So everything seems to be working perfect. So this watch is ready for many, many, many more years of service. Check it out. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. Peace out.